It is huge. Tomorrow at Stennis Space Center, they'll test fire part of the rocket that will be the world's most powerful ever built. They'll be simulating a launch all while it's securely strapped in. If the test goes well later this year, this animation shows what we'll see as the rocket blasts off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The stage is set at the B-2 test stand at Stennis Space Center. The main event happening Saturday afternoon when the SLS core stage rocket engines are started for the first time.
This is an exciting test. We're testing the whole vehicle. It's the flight vehicle.
It's going to be the biggest test we've done out there in the last 40 years.
They've tested the engine type before, but they've never fired 4 of them at the same time.
This is the first time we've done anything like this with 4 engines, so it's going to be 4 times as loud as a single engine test would be.
Saturday's final test is the culmination of years of work. The rocket's engines will fire at the same time for about 8 minutes, simulating a launch. It won't take flight, but it will generate 1.6 million pounds of thrust.
Thunder from a thunderstorm is what it'll sound like, and the closer you are, of course, the louder it will be.
NASA predicts people within 60 miles of Stennis might hear it or feel it. If the test is successful, the core stage will head to Florida's Kennedy Space Center to be prepared for the uncrewed Artemis 1 mission, which could blast off later this year.
This is the one that once we test it, we're shipping it to KSC, and we're going to fly and orbit the moon. So, if you can't get excited about that, you got to check your pulse.
There's a lot of excitement that Saturday's test is just the beginning. The end goal is getting the next man and the first woman to the moon by 2024.
I was a kid when we landed on the moon, and now we're going back. I remember that Tom Hanks movie where at the end of the movie, Tom Hanks is doing a little narrative, and he says, I wonder when will we be going back and who will that be? Well, that's us.
And after the moon, the goal is Mars. There will be no public viewing tomorrow because of COVID, but I will be there at Stennis covering the 4 p.m. test. If you want to watch, we'll have a link on our website, fox10tv.com. Live in the studio tonight, Tyler Finger, Fox 10 News.